Park Avenue Elementary School here in Cudahy. Very large turnout and response by LA County Fire here. Reportedly at least 20 students have complained of skin irritations. Now, as we said earlier in the newscast, there was an emergency landing by a Delta bound for Shanghai, and it had to dump its fuel. We do believe that there is a possibility that is related to that incident, where possibly some of the jet fuel did float down onto this location. There's a second location not far from here, a little bit further to the west, closer to LAX. We're going to see if we can get a look at that. LA City Fire Department is responding to that incident. Right now you can see there's quite a response, lots of ambulances, a very, very big response. There's a triage unit behind the school here that I can't quite get to at the moment. So we're going to look into both of these incidences and see what actually happened. It's a possibility, as I said, that the fuel dumping by that airliner may have caused some skin irritations and some problems here in Cudahy. From Skyfox HD over Cudahy, this is Vinnie Mac. Back to you, Bob.
Here, Vinny. So obviously emergency crews are on scene. Is class resuming for, if you're a parent, should they be going to the school? Have you gotten word about that?
We haven't heard anything about that just yet. I don't see any gathering of parents. I do see more units, more hazmat units showing up here. Usually when something like this happens, you'll see parents gathering outside near the school, but at the moment, we just arrived on scene here a few minutes ago. Yes, here we do. We've got some individuals down here. I don't know if they're parents or firefighters, but anyway, back to you guys in the studio. We'll keep an eye on it.
Thank you very much, Vinny. A quick response by firefighters there in Cudahy. We'll follow that situation.
Right.
And have more coming up at 5 o'clock.
Response here in front of Park Ave Elementary School in Cudahy, as you said. You can see behind me some of the parents taking their children out of school. School was dismissed for those who did not need to be treated for this incident. We're told that there were 17 children and 9 adults that are currently now being treated in the auditorium for some skin irritation after this plane reportedly dropped its fuel. We have some video of that plane. We're told it was a Boeing 777 Delta Flight 89. It took off from LAX this morning, reportedly to China. It reportedly had some mechanical issues and had to return to LAX, and as it was on approach, it began dumping fuel over Cudahy and the surrounding areas. We're going to bring in LA County Fire PIO Sky Cornell to give us the very latest. What can you tell us?
Yeah, just as you mentioned, we did have that report come in around 12:13 of possible fuel that was dumped on the vicinity around the school. Within 4 minutes, our units arrived, described as approximately 20 children with some irritation to their skin and their eyes. Upon further assessment and as the scene evolved, the reports came back that we had approximately, exactly 17 children and 9 adults. Out of those, everyone is going through decon. The adults have already been cleared. Children are still, we're working with them, but the condition is described as very minor irritation to their skin, so we don't have any transports to any hospitals at this time.
What about for the rest of the neighborhood? There's a lot of people out here who have been reporting the smell. They've been reporting saying they can take their finger and rub the diesel right off their cars.
Yeah, that's obviously a concern for us as well, life and safety of everyone involved and around the area. So we do have constant monitoring going on right now. We have meters that are able to detect if there's any unsafe levels that we shouldn't be around. And at this time, we don't have any reports of that. So there aren't any evacuations in place. Everyone's safe. As you can see behind me, we have parents coming in to pick up their children. So the neighborhood seems to be okay at this time.
So what's next for anyone who might have a question?
Well, you can always follow us on our Twitter, which is where we do most of our live updates, which is LACOFDPIO, which is LA County Fire Department Public Information Office. But also the school is doing updates as well.
Okay. Sky, thank you so much. And again, as we can see, the large response here, and still some of the parents and children who are leaving school here at Lewin Glen talking about this overwhelming smell and odor just after noontime today. We are told that a Delta representative, the fire department told us a Delta representative is expected on scene here, and we do hope to get more information as this story continues to develop, and we'll have more from some of the parents coming up a little later. For now.
All right, let's go back to our breaking news right now. An update on that hazmat situation involving school children in Cudahy. It's happening at Park Avenue Elementary School. Sky 9 right now live over the scene, and you can see the paramedics, the fire department, first responders on the scene. According to the LA County Fire Department, authorities are there because a plane dumped fuel on its final approach to LAX, and authorities say that It hit a playground, and they are helping about 20 children, treating them for possible skin irritation. All right, here's that plane as it approaches LAX, final approach. It appears that the jet fuel from that Delta plane hit a playground, and that's why they're assessing those children. Again, emergency officials on the scene. This is Park Avenue Elementary School in Cudahy. We do have a crew on the way there to the scene. We're going to bring you updates on CBS and LA, and of course, on our KCAL 9 News at 4 o'clock today. For the second time ever.